What's good, YouTube? So today we're going to do another market watch, and today we're going to cover some upcoming cards and why they're hyping current cards. Well, really just one, but we're going to talk about another archetype too. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, we have Shadow Fusion. The low on TCG player seems to be $12 for the DUEA First Ed and $11.50 for Mega Pack. But here we see DUEA Unlimited Mint for $10 here, and First Ed for $10. Like, lower than TCG player, and that seems to be the norm now. So if you're buying $2 whole less, you may want to start considering always checking eBay. But there's also going to be something I'll show you about eBay here in a second. So Dark Magical Circle is up to $30. Pretty insane here. It seems that way pretty much across the board. 32 here. So this is an example of a card actually you could find just a bit cheaper. $3 shipping tacked on though, so it's only 50 cents cheaper, or maybe about $1 whole cheaper than eBay, but still an option. And here's why, part of why. This was announced the other day. I'm going to read it off. I'm sorry it's not showing fully on the screen. But it is Apprentice Illusion Magician, and this is on Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization. And she is a dark level 6 spellcaster. You can special summon this card from your hand by discarding the card. So already very easy, and she's a level 6 dark. 2, if this card is normal or special summon, you can add a Dark Magician from your deck to your hand. So that's pretty good too. It's a plus when summoned. Or 1 for 1 depending on how you summoned it. 3, Daring Damage Calculation. Either player turn when another Dark Spellcaster type monster you control battles an opponent's monster, send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. That monster you control gains 2,000 attack and defense Daring Damage Calculation. Pretty insane card, and definitely a huge boost to the archetype. Beals is up to $19 for the lows. This is an unlim, and $19.50 on eBay from Canada, and $19.50 here as well. So Beals is going up, and the Dark Synchro deck seems to actually have impacted the market a little. Beals has been up here for a while. He keeps creeping up. He was 15, creeped up to 17, now he's creeped up to 19. And we see Destiny Hero Malicious DT has basically been bought out everywhere. So there's a D Hero deck coming out as well, but Dark Synchro, when you have two decks, one that's already hyped in the future and one that's starting to get hyped in the now, they kind of mix together and create this swirl in the market. And the lowest being mint 30. We also said the lowest mint, I looked it up, is $10 for the Ultra here. And this is what I wanted to talk about looking on eBay. So we see light play here, and then we finally see I guess a mint one at 19, although it doesn't say mint. It just says that. So this is the kind of the thing, light play on back. So see used, you have to go to the listing. And what I also want to say, this says mint near mint. You look at the picture, you see that edgeware at the bottom. So obviously, it's stretching the truth on two of these. They have edgeware. I would not necessarily call that near mint. So realistically, this card is just spiking. Now, this person has more than 10 available, and condition is new. So this seems to be legit. They are taking, they've knocked it down to $21. They are buying the hype and trying to sell out, but $21 is the cheapest mint DT Malicious on the market right now, it looks like. So that's pretty insane. The deck really spiking. And again, when you have two reasons for cards to spike, that happens. I'll actually look at this card first. We have Dark Grepher. It seems to be going up kind of across the board too. There's only one super available. Not mint light play, but it's really hard to find the supers with any sort of not play. The common lowest is $3. And the Turbo Pack Ultra lowest mint is $10 shipped here. And I didn't pull this one up on eBay because I just wanted to go over it real quick. 13, just as an example, this card's, if you look at each, it's got a tiny bump up on almost every single graph. Well, I guess this way from the camera. So a tiny bump up every single graph on them. So like, it's pretty interesting to watch one deck from a regional kind of influence so many things. So let's go ahead and take a look at Pot of Desires again. It has power creeped up to $70 here, and $68.50 is the cheapest you'll find on eBay. The rest are Japanese listings if you're going earlier. So realistically, Pot of Desires, everyone's realized it's a 3 of, and it's very similar to Duality back in the day, where once everybody realized you're going to want 3, everybody started to buy them because they need them for themselves. And to play competitively, your deck probably needs to have these to keep up with other decks playing Pot, because the advantage gained is just so free. You make your plays best you can, then you play a Pot of Desires and get 2 more cards, and typically it's worth it. People joke about it being a neg, but the only way it's a neg is if the cards you draw are useless because of the cards banished, and that's the... A lot of people play other cards to counteract that too, like Phoenix Wing Windblast and Blue Eyes, where you can actually pitch dead cards or pitch cards that gain you more advantage that have multiple utility in the deck. So, there you have it. That's today's Market Watch. I wanted to look a bit into the future and why cards are spiking and why they may go up more. And I typically don't hype things, and I'm not trying to hype things. I want to stress that these Market Watches are me reporting and seeing what's happening and then making my call. I am not trying to tell you to go make a choice, but I can also say my personal decision on what I would do if I had access and what cards that I think will go up. And this was announced, I believe, last night. I think that Magician Circle may go up to 40, and the Dark Magician deck keeps getting more hype, and it's definitely a fan favorite. So be sure to check everything out on your own and make your own decisions. And remember to always check TCG Player and eBay. Thanks for watching, guys, and give it a thumbs up if you want to see more of these.